Hey, I'm Cedric Harding, and I'm just doing a quick video just to walk you through starting the ExamFX. At this point, you should have already spoken to your licensing coordinator. If you're doing this on your own, of course, there's something on YouTube. You can go to it. I'm going to pull it up real quick. It's called the ExamFX Insurance Course Tour. It's called the ExamFX Insurance Course Tour. You'll put that in the search icon for YouTube, and they'll pull that right up. Or right now, keeping it short and sweet, licensing coordinator has already set you up, sent you a link to your email, in which you'll just click on that and set your password, all right, to the default password if you're working with our team. But for right now, I'm just going to get started and show you these quick steps real quick. 1 second. All right, so here's the website, www.examfx.com. All right, you'll go there. And at that time, once you get to that website, you'll have it pulled up. Then what it'll do is it'll pull up I'm going to use my counterparts. He's authorized me to use his as an example. You'll put in your email address and your password. You've already set the password at this point. And let's go ahead and log in. Hopefully this goes well. All right, this is just basically telling you when the maintenance is. So if you think you want to get that late night or whatever, it's just the hours to making phone calls. But if there's maintenance that's going on, it'll pop up here. Make sure you pay attention to that. We'll just X this out real quick and we'll get straight into it. So as soon as you can look at your certificates. When you're done, you can pull that up, but you're going to click on, we're just talking about life only, life insurance, which is right here. What you're going to do is click launch. All right, so there's several different options once you get into this area. The ones to point out is to schedule your real exam. That's what we want to do. So set a date 2 weeks out or earlier. That way you can keep yourself accountable. Okay. If you're on a go, there's different types of ways of learning how to do this. You had a flashcards. You can listen to this as you're driving with the MP3, but let's get straight to it. We want to get to this part to simulate your exam. You want to get an 80%. It says 70, but the goal is for you to get 80. Once you get 80, you might get nervous when you get there to the testing site, or if you're doing it with a proctor, but you want to simulate your exam. So I want to show you this real quick. Let's go to simulate your exam. All right, you have to score 70%. The reason why I went here first is just to show you that you can't take this exam until you score 70% on all your chapter quizzes. So guess what? You got to blow through those quizzes, right? So we're going to let's go back. All right. So now you're going to study by topic. This is the area that you're going to jump into. Just click on study by topic. All right. Here's the very beginning. Now, depending on what state you're in, we're looking at Wisconsin right now, have people in Florida and all over the world. ExamFX is my favorite. I started with them. I want you to click right here. Cedric, how many modules do I have? What do I have to go through? You go by select chapter, you hit the drop down, and look, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wisconsin, right? Yours might be different. All right. If it's less is better. Right. So once you get right here, let's take the chance now. If you're a person that needs to crunch through this, I'm just going to tell you this. There's a lot of good information in here, right? There's key things. You have study groups, videos, definitions, everything that you need, okay? Now, I'm not going to go through that. What I want to go through is talk to you about the quizzes. So you're going to go straight to the quiz. And guess what? What we want to do is we want to get through this quiz, and then guess what? I'm not even going to look. Well, we're just question number one. The authority granted to an agent through the agent's contract is referred to as. I'm just going to click anyone. Just going to click C. All right. Oh my goodness. It was D. I already knew it was D. But look what it does. It gives you the answer. Incorrect. It gives you the definition, it breaks it down, and it told you what the answer was. So at that point, this gives you a way to whatever you got to do. If you got to screenshot it, study it, write it down, go ahead and do that. Move on to the next question. I'm going to hit C again. I'm not going to read this. It was, oh my goodness, it's B. Guess what? I'm going to read that. I'm going to go through it, but I don't want this to become a formula. It's not how I'm telling you to study, but you need to get through these quizzes, however you need to get through them, however your study habits are. Once you get through the quizzes, let me go ahead and read one. Let's go ahead and practice. Which of the following is not a characteristic of an insurable risk? Let's click D. Oh my goodness. The loss must be catastrophic. All right. So once you get through these numbers, whatever the number is, it could be 1 out of 20, 1 out of 15, whatever it is. Make sure you're studying, get through the quizzes. That way you can get to that pre-exam. This should only take you can get this done in less than a week. I crammed in 3 days, took the test, first time go. The test is not hard. Let's go back to this. I'm going to end the quiz. I'm going to hit quit. You get into it, you got to quit, you got to step away. That's okay. You're going to have to come back. Now, your license coordinator can see what you're doing this whole time, just so you know. But it just tells you, right? So you know that when you take the pre-exam, it's going to basically consolidate everything and say, hey, in this area, principles of insurance and general insurance, so-and-so scored 1 out of 10. Now you can go back and study that topic that's right there. All right. So that's what you want to do. This is too easy. Let's knock it out. You have a good night.